Have you ever wondered how the top 5% of speakers, for example, Joe Dispenza, Brene Brown, Mel Robbins, Anthony Robbins, for example, seem to have their very own language? It's distinct to them, it's unique, and when you hear that, unleash the power within, you think Anthony Robbins. These are all words and sentences and ideas, concepts that for me have come from the heart brain, the feeling brain. They are connection to source. It allows God to work through us. It is how you become a conduit for infinite wisdom, or some might just say this is when you're in flow. The heart brain is creation brain. The heart brain is creation brain. This is where everything new that is yours comes through you. When we speak from here and we hear these words and they seem to just match the frequency of our greatness, they seem to have more weight to them. It's as if your essence is attached to these words. They have come from the place of the heart brain, which is creation. So the top speakers in the world, let's say that top 5%, are working from this beautiful divine place of the heart brain. They are creating their own language, their own ideas, their own unique perspective. Now, that other 95%, and I'm just throwing this out there, I obviously don't know these statistics, but I'm just going to say, let's say 95% of people, when they get on stage, are regurgitating or repeating information that they have been taught or learnt, read, or digested through the multiple channels of social media. And what I'm finding through the multiple channels of social media is that speakers are getting really stuck on repeating and regurgitating information that is not theirs. It was somebody else's creation. And you can't create change without creation. Only change will create change. The heart brain, the feeling brain, is most beautiful and potent when it is teamed up with, and you have the balance of the heart brain and the head. The head being the technical. This is what I already know. This is what I have learned. This is where I'm storing it. And this here is your wisdom, what you don't even know that you know yet. This is where my primary focus of mentoring speakers is the heart brain. I know what I want to speak about. I know my topics, and this is how I explore the topics. Each state that I'm in, each authentic state that I'm in each day will influence, because it's feeling, will influence the words that I am given or choose from my heart brain to articulate my topic today at this point. How I articulate this live right now will be very different to how I articulate it tomorrow and the next day, and probably even this afternoon and tonight. The beautiful thing about the heart brain is you have to have faith and trust that everything that you want or need to articulate in the future is already inside you. This is why I don't watch other speakers anymore. I don't get coaching from other speaker trainers anymore. I truly believe I have tapped into an infinite source of my craft where I can redefine what world-class presenting looks like, redefine or create a new kind of world-class presenting that doesn't rely on the regurgitation of information, of where you stand, and the manipulation of an audience. The style comes down to the heart brain and the divine connection that is created there with my audience. And every piece of content, words or ideas or sentences that is given to me from there allows me to peel back my unique perspective of what it is that I do and the vision I see of this craft. If it comes from here, I trust it that it was always mine. It was always meant to be. It was just waiting for me to articulate it, to find it, to discover it, and to give it life. As long as I keep creating from here, I will work in a place of peerlessness. No competitors, no competition. I don't need to look over my shoulders because I'm playing in a place of peerlessness. I don't sit down with some kind of branding exercise or think about who are my competitors. I don't have any because I am coming from creation. Just like I teach and mentor my other speakers or entrepreneurs or people who want to speak. When you are when you are creating from here, you are playing effectively at the vanguard of yourself. You're playing at the vanguard, the forefront of yourself. It is just you and you, constantly peeling back the layers. Here, creation, the heart brain giving you clues as how to take what it is that you do a level down and down and down until you have this completely unique perspective that you then have this bone deep sense of trust and confidence in, because nobody else is teaching it. And it is from here that your Joe Dispenzas and your Brene Browns and your Anthony Robbins, your Garys, or whoever it is playing in that top few percent of the world, this is where they have discovered this language. The key to this language is that when you get given these clues, for example, last week I remember saying in a live, everything that you need to articulate in the future is already inside of you. And when I said that, I could feel the difference between it coming from here or if it had come from my brain, the technical. I knew by the way that it felt, the poetic nature and the weight and the integrity that it had with that sentence, with those words, that I needed to investigate that sentence further, because that was my gift for the day. And now for the last week, I've just been using that sentence and investigating it. And the more I understand it, the more that piece of language becomes my leverage. I will turn that sentence into part of my training, part of my understanding and the depth of my craft until I can teach it. And then that piece of language has effectively become my language and part of my vocabulary. The more that I speak from here, the more that my vocabulary fills with words that match the frequency of my greatness.